Please, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very, very dear Aung San Suu Kyi, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for your presence. You have brought a ray of sunshine to your country, and now you fill this room with the light of your spirit. And it shines on all of us, as it's shown from the confines of your own home towards the world. Today, your incredible journey brings you to our podium. President Mandela and Lech Walesa also made this journey to the ILO when the brighter times dawned for them. So you all stand tall in history. And your presence gives powerful reassurance that the impossible can become reality and that the greatest odds can be overcome. And we heed your message that hope is empty without endeavor, and that there are still many tasks ahead that you will lead. We hope with all our heart, and we will work with all our might to ensure that this journey to the ILO does indeed mark the coming of a new dawn for you, your people, and your country.
I do not stand here as a representative of workers, or of employers, or of government, not yet anyway. Perhaps you could accept me as the fourth element. I'm one of those countless people whose lives are impacted by labor issues. I'm also a politician, so perhaps I could make a claim to be the fifth element as well, the element that represents the interests of the general public. I still feel a little self-conscious about referring to myself as a recently elected member of parliament, which I presume is the correct formal definition of my status. The ILO is unique in that social, political, and economic issues coalesce in its work. It is therefore appropriate for me to speak from this forum of concerns related to the opportunities offered by the changing situation in my country. As rights should be balanced by responsibilities, opportunities should be linked to probity if we are to avoid the dangers of exploitation. What I would like to see for our country is democracy-friendly development growth. I would like to call for aid and investment that will strengthen the democratization process by promoting social and economic progress that is beneficial to political reform. Strong democratic institutions that will guarantee basic human rights are necessary to ensure good governance based on transparency, accountability, and enhancement of integrity. Am I overly ambitious? Well, perhaps. Yes, I think I am ambitious. But unless we aim at achieving the best that might be possible, we will be in danger of having to make do with the least that is tolerable in the short run. In the long run, as powers of tolerance run out, unrest and instability will erode the progress that has already been gained. I would here like to stress the problem of youth unemployment. As I have said repeatedly, it is not so much joblessness as hopelessness that threatens our future. Unemployed youth lose confidence in the society that has failed to give them the chance to realize their potential. Problems related to drink and drug abuse and vagrancy abound as restless, directionless youth agonize over the fruitlessness of their existence. Vocational training linked to job creation is imperative if we are to safeguard the future by giving our youth the capacity to handle effectively the responsibilities that will inevitably fall to them one day, which may not be that far away. Foreign direct investment that result in job creation should be invited. Investors should adhere to codes of best practices. Track records in regard to internationally accepted labor standards and environmental responsibility should be examined. Sustainable benefits, including the acquirement of modern technology, should be the aim. There's a wide range of reforms that could be undertaken in Burma, not just to make investment attractive, but to make it sustainable and truly beneficial for our people. A democracy-friendly development policy of coordinated social, political, and economic reform will put our country once again on the map of the positive and the successful. No country can claim genuine development until all its peoples can enjoy the basic freedoms, freedom from want and freedom from fear. In such a discussion of potential economic progress, we cannot leave out those of our people who are suffering from insufficient protection of their rights as workers in other lands than our own. I would like all of you to come to Burma, not just to look at investment opportunities or to investigate workers' problems, but just to judge how much potential there is for good for the whole world. Our young people, as I said earlier, have such spirit in them, but they have not been educated. They have not received the kind of basic education that will enable them to take their rightful place in their country and in the world. We need to improve our education system. And as I said earlier, we need vocational training to be linked to job creation. We would like potential investors to think for us as well as for themselves. We understand that investors do not come purely for altruistic reasons. We accept that investments must pay off. Investments must lead to profits. But we would like these profits to be shared between the investors and our people. And most of all, we would like to invite the kind of investment that will share the skills of the rest of the world with our young people in Burma. Coming to this conference, I have learned that we can all work together. As I said earlier, I felt at home. I felt I had come back to meet members of my family. We are not just a family of nations. We are a family of peoples. People-to-people relationships are the most important kind of relationships. I would like you to think of Burma not just as a nation, but as peoples, human beings like all of you. I would like you to think of our young people especially as your own young people, your own children. Every time we saw it, my little son would say,
Fantastic view.
and she hadn't seen it.
Fantastic view.